Are y'all looking for the best area to live in Alabama? Niche.com rated Daphne is the best place to buy a house and the best place for young professionals to live in. Which definitely says something, but take it from two people who actually lived in Daphne. It can say from experience, it's for sure one of the best cities in all of Alabama.
This is true. Daphne has some of the best schools in the entire lower Alabama area, a ton of places to shop, eat, and hang out, and not to mention some of the nicest and most affordable homes on the Eastern Shore.
All right, y'all. We just wanted to show you a quick glimpse of downtown Daphne and what it has to offer. Centennial Park is where we're at right now. You can hear the kids in the background. Maybe you can't. I don't know if the mics are picking it up or not, but as you can see, it's beautiful. It's February, it's 71 degrees out right now, so it's definitely a must. You got to check it out and continue to watch this video because we're gonna get right to everything it has to offer.
I feel like I'm checking all sorts of boxes right now, so before we dive into exactly what we're talking about, welcome to our channel. I'm Tony and this is my partner Jess. We're licensed realtors right here in Lower Alabama, and we post videos every single Thursday and Sunday to help you learn about the area before you make the decision to move here.
Well, we're not only here making YouTube videos, we're the #1 relocation team right here in Lower Alabama. Our real estate team is here to help you with all of your real estate needs. Our number's below, so call us directly, shoot us a text, or send us over an email and we'll help you find the perfect place to live in this amazing area. And what better way to kick off the Mardi Gras season than by making the move to Lower Alabama. All right, y'all, let's get started.
First and foremost, I want to talk about housing.
Well, before we just jump into buying a house, do you want to talk to our clients about why they might want to move here in the first place? Sorry, typical man skips all the details. Let's start with how charming Daphne Alabama is.
Okay, fine. Well, I can tell you from a man's perspective that Daphne really is charming, and for me, it's got everything you need. I love the fact that you can have a quaint downtown area that has this awesome cigar shop just in case you want to drop in and pick up a stogie. You also got a few restaurants to go to if you feel like going out and getting a bite to eat, or if you feel like grabbing a drink. Two places that instantly come to mind are Dragonfly and Manty's Antique Restaurant. They've got some nice bars and good food, and I gotta say, one of my favorite things about Old Town Daphne is that it's not crazy busy like downtown Fairhope.
Yeah, we definitely need to mention that Old Town Daphne is a much smaller and quieter than downtown Fairhope. There are only a couple restaurants and bars, but they're all staples in town. You've also got some really great parks like Mayday Park, which I mention in basically every single one of our Daphne videos because it's so beautiful. The playground is perfect for your kids. The bathrooms are always clean, which I appreciate. The pier is hands down the best place in town to go fishing or to catch a sunset. They have a bunch of benches where you can sit down and relax and catch one of those breathtaking sunsets. There's a boardwalk to take a stroll on and benches for picnics. It's just a great spot for everyone and anyone if you enjoy low-key stuff and just being outside. After a long day of touring houses with clients, we always try and catch a sunset at Mayday and unwind. It's literally just so perfect. Let me make sure my shoelaces are nice and tight. Oh wait, I don't tie my shoes, I just slip them on, so.
See this big, beautiful live oak we have? Jess thinks she's gonna race me up this thing.
I used to climb trees.
She used to climb trees for a living.
I used to climb trees back in Chicago, in the suburbs of Chicago, and I would climb so high that I could see the skyline.
Do you hear what she just said? She said, I used to climb trees in Chicago. The Sears Tower?
Yes, I used to see the Sears Tower. Wait, we're gonna have a race. And you cannot push me down, because I know how you get really competitive. Bam's gonna be the judge, who's gonna win. Size this up and see where my entry is going to be. Alright, ready?
She's still determined.
I'm like a little kid, I like this. And I'm just not dressed appropriately to do this.
We even come to May Day when we're waiting for our son's wrestling practice to be over at Bayside Academy, which is just around the corner. Any excuse to take in the views of the sparkling Mobile Bay. You can even spot dolphins if you're lucky.
But Old Town Daphne is just a small piece of Daphne. The rest of the town isn't as quiet. It's actually pretty packed with tons of shopping and restaurants, car dealerships.
And barbershops and golf courses. You got your Home Depot there.
Yeah, and Hobby Lobby and Target, Starbucks, so pretty much everything you need. Daphne's population is just below 30,000, which isn't super populated compared to other big cities, but it's a bustling city on the Eastern Shore that's growing every single day,
to say the least.
So right behind me is Mayday Park in Daphne. And as you can see, there's tons of people here. I mean, it is never ending. You got people behind me in that direction. You got people behind me in this direction. You got people right in front of me. Check this. Everywhere. You got a guy over here kayaking. The fun doesn't stop.
Daphne has top rated schools and their sports teams are always good too. I know I just mentioned my son's wrestling, but the girls' high school wrestling team is no joke either. They won back-to-back state championships and they just finished runner-up this year. So if your kids are into athletics, this is definitely an area to check out.
Not only that, but Daphne has an abundance of things to do. So yes, you have stores, you've got good schools, but if you like fishing or kayaking, you're gonna have that too.
Or enjoying the outdoors in general, this is a place for you. I like to paddleboard with the rest of them, but in the winter months, the water is probably just a little bit too cold, so walking and biking and the occasional round of golf will suffice until I can get back onto the water.
See, these are some of the many reasons why this beautiful area will definitely be a top contender. Daphne sits right along Mobile Bay and just across from Mobile, which is a plus for a lot of our clients because a lot of our callers tell us they need to commute across the bay for work. And if that's the case, then you're only looking at like a 20 to 35 minute drive to Mobile, depending on where you're actually living. And actually, when we lived in Lake Forest in Daphne, I worked at Mobile Infirmary and it took me just under 20 minutes to get there as long as there was no traffic on I-10.
Let's pull up a map just to show you around real quick. If you start at Target in Daphne, which is about the furthest south you can go in Daphne before you hit Fairhope, and you need to go to the University of South Alabama for work, you're looking at around 37 minutes, which isn't too bad. But okay, let's give you another scenario and say you're at home in Jubilee Farms and you need to get to the Infirmary Health in Mobile. Now you're only looking at about 34 minutes.
Now, the Infirmary and USA are both in Mobile, right? But they're about 15 to 20 minutes away from one another, depending on traffic. And they're huge employers in the area, as well as Thomas Hospital in Fairhope, but that's just a stone's throw away from Daphne, as you can see right here on the map.
And the reason we mention the hospitals and the university is because they're such big employers. So if you have any questions about your commute or your employer, just reach out and we'll be happy to help. Okay, so on to everyone's favorite part, the communities. Now, I think Daphne was rated #1 best place to buy a house in the Mobile area for multiple reasons, and that's because you can stretch your dollar pretty far, but that's not to say there aren't nice communities. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying there's homes in the area that are brand new builds and beautiful new subdivisions, and then there are some that may be a little older that need some work, where you can get a really good deal.
Or you can buy $1 million home on the bay with water and beach access. So it really just depends on what you're looking for. There's all types of neighborhoods that offer amenities like pools and basketball courts and tennis courts, fitness centers, you name it. Then you've got modest condos that are walking distance from the bay. There's something for everyone, families, retirees, young professionals, literally everyone.
Yeah, let's not forget to mention you can live on some acreage and have an equestrian property for your horses. We get a lot of people calling us for these kinds of properties. We've literally seen it all. Now, another thing that gets brought up a lot is HOAs or POAs. And I'm here to tell you, you can find communities with or without them. So if you're hoping to find a home with no monthly or annual dues, we can definitely make that happen for you.
Daphne is the best place to live in Alabama for so many reasons, many of which we just talked about. But really quick, let's talk on a personal level. Tony and I love Daphne because there's so much to do. This one keeps our family very active, so we're never ever just sitting around. He's always planning our adventures.
And Daphne is very central location, allowing you to do and see so many different things. If you're like me, you'll love having easy access to downtown Mobile for, I don't know, the Sanger Theater or the diverse restaurants and bars. You got Spanish Fort right next door with Blakely State Park for hiking and boating and all the history. And you've got the Causeway right there where you'll find the best restaurants on the Eastern Shore. I mean, I can just go on and on.
Yeah, and Spanish Fort is also where the bowling alley is, and a ton of shopping and a golf simulator for this one. So if it's raining, you don't want to go to one of the many golf courses around the area, you've got that to look forward to. We spend a lot of time at all of them. You've also got downtown Fairhope that's minutes away from Daphne as well, so you have even more dining options. Plus, you've got all these great boutiques with amazing clothes. If you love going shopping, you will not be disappointed. Just be ready to spend some money because a lot of these boutiques in Fairhope are kind of pricey.
Yeah, let's just say Jess is not allowed to go to boutiques unsupervised.
Get real.
At all.
I'm a bargain shopper. He's full of it.
Be real. Bargain shopping is not a thing in any of these boutiques. I don't care, Daphne, Fairhope, you're paying those boutique prices. Take your butt back to Target.
I mean, I'm okay with that. They've got a Starbucks inside the Daphne Target, so sign me up.
Yeah, you've got a perfectly good coffee pot right at home.
Okay, not the same.
Coffee's coffee.
Don't you put that evil on me.
Okay, princess. Now, one last thing to mention is Daphne is an hour drive from Gulf Shore beaches, maybe a little less if you drive like this one, and also Pensacola Beach in Florida. This also makes Daphne the best place to live in Alabama. You have easy access to most beautiful beaches in the entire country. Need I say more?
No. All right, y'all, you know what to do. Call us, the best realtors in Lower Alabama, and let's help you find your house here in the beautiful Jubilee City, Daphne.
Thanks for watching, y'all. If you found this video helpful, make sure you give us a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos.
We'll see y'all next time.
See ya.